Welcome to Deliciously Motivated Mindset, hosted by Deborah and Moira. This podcast is designed to help listeners unlock their full potential, both personally and professionally, so they can thrive, not just survive. Deborah and Moira explore how natural tendencies don't always serve individuals and provide insights on how to harness existing strengths. Their goal is to equip listeners with the habits, mindset shifts, and strategies needed for lasting, meaningful change. Finding purpose and fulfillment can be challenging, but this podcast offers expert conversations, practical advice, and valuable tools to help align with a true sense of purpose and create a more fulfilling life. So grab a notebook, open your notes app, and get ready to take in some game-changing insights. Let's dive in.
Welcome, dear listeners. Welcome, dear Debs. Here
Hi.
we are. Hello, lovely. Here we are with another one of our deliciously motivated mindset conversations. And this one is such a jolly one. Jolly holiday, Christmas, fun.
Jolly holiday.
Jolly holiday. So we're doing, when we kind of had a bit of fun creating the title for this one, hold on to your joyful intentions. But before we get into that, before we get into this idea of having some fun and having some ho-ho time and your joyful intentions, let's set the stage to receive and expand into this by just bringing ourselves into some heart coherence. So I encourage you to place your hands gently, one or both, over your heart and take a nice deep breath in, into your heart space. Allow yourself to really feel what it feels like to fill your chest, to fill you up at your heart space. Feel the support beneath you, the support of Mother Earth, whatever you're sitting or standing on. Feel supported, feel nurtured, feel acknowledged. Feel acknowledged by yourself as you breathe into your heart space. And breathe out, releasing anything that you don't need to be thinking about at this moment. All those to-do lists, park them off to the side. And just breathe in and out, gently finding your natural rhythm of deep, slow, nurturing breaths. And just pausing and taking a wee moment to do this allows you to energetically connect with Deb's energy, with my energy, with everybody else who's listening to this episode, regardless of when or where. Just having that connection in itself allows you to have a sense of belonging, of connection, of mattering, because you do matter. And just this simple action helps remind yourself of that beautiful connection. And so taking another nice deep breath, let us softly come out of that. I really encourage you to adapt that and come back to that type of exercise regularly throughout your day, in between these episodes, however it works for you. And like we talked about in our last episode, is the shortcut or the shorthand version of that is simply put your hand on your heart and take a few deep breaths. But you can make it as long or as short as what's right for you. The key piece is that you got to do it though, some form of it, right?
If you could see my first tip is make time.
We'll
My
see, we're
first tip
right on the same.
I know, it's literally make time. If you've only got a minute in your day, make that time for a minute. If you've only got 5 minutes, or make the time. So I love that you've just kept weaving that in. And yeah.
So talking about tips, we do encourage you to grab your note-taking device to make that note. Make time. Absolutely.
Yeah, make time. Because I think it's really important, and especially now we are, by crikey, Christmas is a couple of days away, or not, very close, depending where you are in the world, and depending if you're watching this as we as you're listening to it straight away as it's been dropped, or if you're down the track. But this is where hold onto your joyful intentions, because this is literally a time that you can go discombobulated.
Mhm.
You can go crazy. You can go crazy than you didn't even think you could. So it's a beautiful just reminder to make that time for you, because that is what allows you to function in this world.
Mhm. Most
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Now, I like that. The next one that I would like to bring into this is to be very aware of what does bring you joy. And the reason that I'm saying that
Are
is
you looking at my notes?
oh,
Can I just say, you're looking at my notes. I never write notes ahead of the time, and my two notes.
you're
Like, I'm
funny.
sure she's looking at my notes. Yeah. Okay. I'll let you carry on. I'll let you do your spiel then. Okay.
So here's the reason that I'm bringing that in right at the top of our conversation is that sometimes I think that people can get into this idea that joy is a destination. That, oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna, my intention is to experience the joy and the upliftment and the beautiful outcome when I get there.
Mm.
Whereas joy is right here. What
Yeah.
what brings you joy right here, right now? And it can
Right
be
now. Yeah.
yes. And that's kind of linking to the time, making the time, making the time. You know, I look around my desk and I have little mementos of all the things that give me joy. Like I have a cuddly toy over there, I have an oracle cards over there, I have crystals over there.
Yeah.
All of these things are tangible reminders that I can just pick things up and I can change my energy and
Yeah.
feel and breathe into that sense of joy right in this moment, regardless of what else is going on. Right?
Yeah. I think even, for me, when I stopped drinking, I would drink in a wine glass. I'd drink my
Mm,
soda water in a wine glass. And it would just give me that little, I would grin. I would
yeah.
grin drinking my soda water in a wine glass, or fizzy water, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you call it over your side of the world. Probably soda water.
Soda water, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Of course you do. Of course you do. But it was those little things. And now I'm going to say the little things. The little things are the significant things. They're the things that light us up. They're the things that keep us going. And remembering that. So even if it is just drinking from a wine glass
Hmm.
instead of a normal glass, or as I have is my glitter drink bottle, and Moira has a one as well, a
I
glitter
have
drink.
it.
So
My
yeah,
purple glitter bottle.
of course she has a purple one. But whenever I drink out of that, it lights me up.
Yeah, me too.
I just go, oh, glitter, glitter.
Yeah.
And it's just those little things, but the little things. So I think my extra tip that I'm going to add on to that is, even if that feels little, it's significant.
Yes.
Any movement is movement. And we say it's the little things, it's the little things, it's the little things, but it's actually quite significant. And just knowing that, all the little things add up. So don't dismiss the little things.
Yeah, because the little things, I mean, the big things are a combination of multiple little things,
Yes,
right?
yes,
But the other thing too is if it feels good to you, it doesn't matter how big or small it is. That
yeah.
thing about saying, oh, it's too little, that can sometimes come from us judging ourselves based upon what we think other people think
I
is
know.
right or wrong, good or bad, right? It's
Yeah.
like, no, 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 no. If it
Well, I
if it
know.
makes you smile, if it makes you feel special, that's it.
Absolutely. I grab my drink bottle and it just lights me up. It's like, to me, it's like I've just won lotto. That's how it feels like when I literally go, ooh, and I get the excitement. I feel the whole full body, and goodness knows what's going to happen when it stops feeling like that. I'm going to find another drink bottle that does that same thing. But it's something, and it may be little, but it's not little. It's significant. It lands, and I get a full body, hey, from that.
Yeah,
And that's what I want throughout my day. I
yeah.
want that full body, yeah, hey, because that is my joyful intention.
So here's I want to bring worthiness into this, that you are worthy of your own joy, of your
Yeah.
own joyful intentions. So For
Well,
instance,
you're responsible. Nobody else. Oh, pardon. So nobody else is responsible. Okay, go. I'll let you go. Yep, go.
uh, well, what I'm going to say is because I'm thinking of me with my purple hair. Every time I see myself with my purple
Oh,
hair, like, just the other day I went and got my roots done, and the owner of the hairdresser was there, and she was telling me how much she liked my hair and how much she liked the color, and I was saying, well, thank you, but me too. But it makes me smile. It's like the only reason I did this was because it makes me smile. It gives me joy.
yeah.
I didn't do it to make a point or to fit in or to freak people out. Maybe some people are freaked out, but it
Yeah.
brings me joy, right?
Yeah, and I think I'm just going to add another caveat to that for another point is tell others of the joy they bring you.
Yeah.
Because even though that the lady said, "I love your hair," more and more is like, "Yeah, and I love it too." But sometimes you might have been having a funk moment to go, "Oh, do I want to wear this dress? Do I want to wear this? I don't know if this is for me." And someone goes, "Wow, that dress looks amazing on you," and you're left with, "Oh, that's all I needed to hear. It's all I needed to hear." By the way, you don't need to hear it, but sometimes it's nice to hear it from other people. Like, "Wow, look at you! Look." I mean, the amount of times people used to say to me, "My nails." And now
Mm,
my nails are the most natural nails I've ever had. I swear they're the most natural. And I get more compliments on my nails. Now
that's
people go,
funny.
"Oh, those nails are adorable. They're lovely." And I'm like, they're just plain, but they've got a bit of foil and they've got a bit of pink and a bit. But it's nice to have that compliment from someone else. I don't get up every day going, who's going to compliment me today on my skill set or on my knowledge or on what I look like or the actions I do driving. But I'm not seeking it, but when it comes, it's a beautiful, lovely, joyful moment.
And I'm putting this as a completely separate tip because that's such an important one. So you want to receive and acknowledge compliments because it's good for
Yeah,
you and for the person who's giving it to you.
yeah.
Because there's another example just recently that I told you about, Deb, was going to the dentist. I was
Oh, yeah.
going to a new dentist, and comes in and he looks at me and asked me how old I am. And so I told him how old I am, and he says, "You've got style." Totally made my day.
Yeah,
So that was and it made his day. It's like I mean, of all things, going into the dentist.
I know. Well, dentists are a little bit stiff in my mind.
Can be, yeah. Yeah.
They're a little bit stiff, and I guess they're dealing with people who are nervous. And mind you, I went and had my teeth cleaned and everything when I was in Thailand recently, and I fell asleep when she was doing it. She says, "Not often do people fall asleep," and I'm like, "I'm sleep deprived. I'm going for it as soon as I can get it." I knew your thing went 45 minutes, so I was like, "Oh, good, I can get a good 30-minute sleep here." Open my mouth. I just trusted her, surrendered, let go of the wheels, as they say. But I think that's the other thing is trust. I'm going to bring in that trust.
Mm,
Trust that the universe has your back. Trust that others have your back. Trust that you're going to get yourself out of any situation you're in. Trust that it's going to be perfect at that time. So, I could go to the dentist and literally I went to sleep. I just trusted her. I trust
yeah.
that she knows what she's doing. Doesn't need to
Yeah.
talk to me. And people are like, "You went to the dentist and you just shut your eyes and slept." And I'm like, "Yeah." Like, "But did you just snore?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I was asleep. I don't know. I just knew." I was like, "Oh, a 45-minute thing. I can get a good 30 minutes in here." And I just trusted I could go to sleep. And my body allowed that sleep when I could. And I just trust she knew what she was doing on me. Now, I'm not encouraging people to go to sleep when you're going to the dentist or anything like that, but I just trusted, and it was perfect timing for me. So I think that's especially because we're talking about our joyful intentions, and we are talking about Christmas and New Year and celebrations and people coming our way. But trust that we're all in on the same path, heading to a place where we're going to head to.
I love it. You're talking about the idea of falling asleep. As a hypnotherapist, I often have clients fall asleep, and sometimes they apologize. I shouldn't have
Oh,
fallen asleep.
really?
Yeah. I've always said that it's one of the highest ways of complimenting me as a
Honest.
therapist, right? Because they trust me so much that
Oh, yeah, of course.
they just go that deep. And then like, I don't know what you said, but
It's sunk in, it's worked.
actually, and the ones that do fall really deeply asleep, it does really work beautifully well. But that's what I'm saying is that if
But you're
to
right, actually,
me,
because it would be a whole level of trust if I fell asleep. Well, even the
yeah,
dentist is just like, yeah, you know what you're doing, yeah, bye.
yeah,
Like,
exactly. It's like, no, I trust you. I like your voice, and I know that you know what you're doing. So you
yeah.
get to, and that's a joyful intention, following joyful
Mm,
intentions on my side and on the client side, right?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust is such an important one, and it often weaves into our conversations.
I think it's often. I think it's everyone. I
Pretty
think, but
much.
also I know what I know what we haven't had lately, is the four agreements. And when I think about our hold on to our joyful intentions,
Hmm.
this is so vital. The four agreements can keep us functioning, if I was to say it the nicest way. And they are be impeccable with your word. Because we know there's people who come to your Christmas lunch and dinner and they don't want to eat this food, or they complain about being too overweight, or this is not good for them, or they can't eat. We know that. We know all those things. Oh, I can't bring that. And why is, we know the Debbie Downers. I'm going to say that as my own name. We know that. So be impeccable with your word. Be impeccable with your word, because you want to be the one who sleeps at night with the things you've said and done that day. And this is about your joyful intentions.
Hmm.
And don't take anything personally when they say, oh, there's no food for me, or oh, is this what I got, or oh, you didn't really put much thought into this. Because these are the real life things that happen. Nana goes, you didn't put much thought into this present, when you know you did, but that's just Nana. That's just Nana making a comment, not knowing how, like, this is it. So don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions. Don't make assumptions that they're having a bad day or that they're having a good day. Just know that you're there to do your day. And always do your best. Always do your best no matter what happens. So when it comes out and you want to kick yourself for what just came out your mouth, just know that you're doing your best with what you've got right here, right now.
And
The four
so
agreements are essential.
we like to say just for today. So
Oh,
just
yeah,
for
of
today,
course.
just
Yeah.
for today, be impeccable with your word. Just for today, don't take anything
Yeah.
personally. Just for today, don't make any assumptions. And just for today, just do your best. And that
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that in, because those are beautiful ways to hold onto your
Yeah.
joyful intentions. But it's like it's actually a way of unpacking and being very true and clear and mindful of what are they. Because I don't know about you, but our joyful intentions can shift and change as we shift and change and become more of who we are, more in alignment with what lights us up. Because
But
what
something
brings
can happen that day, and what you think your intention is, then you have to pivot. So I think that's the other thing is you're on track and you've got that beautiful joyful intention, but then you've also got to pivot with it.
okay, but that's not where I was going.
Okay, I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet.
No, what I was referring to is not get, and I guess this is more about the idea of it's all movable, because I'm thinking about what brought me joy when I was in my 20s. It's not what brings me joy now,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So it's always about having that awareness of checking things and checking in with your heart. Does this light me up? Yes or no? And I like what you said about pivot. You know, oftentimes around Christmas time, we have like traditions and family customs, and there are
Oh,
things
sorry.
that we can go into and do because they do light us up. But if it becomes too much of a drudgery, that's okay
Oh,
to let that go too,
yeah.
right? And so maybe there is a bit of a pivot type of thing. Is I think like in my family, this is a long time ago because my father's passed away, but my father is a professional baker. And in Scotland, we have a thing called Christmas pudding. Do you have Christmas pudding in New Zealand?
Is
Like,
that?
it's like a steamed pudding.
Oh,
with
okay. Yeah, we do. I was thinking of that other thing you get, but it's not that blood sausage, whatever that is
oh
called.
God, no.
What is
No.
that? That's
Oh, bleh.
something.
My dad actually quite liked that too, but no,
So does
that gives me the
there's my parents because
shudder.
my dad was a butcher.
Oh,
Yuck, whatever that is. Yeah, that's not. I don't want to bring
no,
that Christmas thing, but yeah, Christmas pudding. Yeah,
Christmas
yeah,
pudding. But so the Christmas pudding is like candied cherry and candied peel and currants and
yeah,
raisins and rum and
yeah.
brandy
And
sauce.
we put ours with hot custard.
Yeah, that's it. Hot brandy sauce is like hot custard with brandy in it.
Okay.
But the
Yeah.
thing is,
Anyway, go back to the
the thing
now.
is,
Now I'm going to get off this podcast and go right and eat Christmas pudding now. Yeah.
the thing is I hate raisins and all candied fruit.
Oh, okay.
So I might make, in fact, I have done. I've made it for other family members, but I won't eat it. And so this is what I'm saying is that you can't make me eat something that I completely dislike, right?
Yep.
And
No,
so
no.
joyful intentions are, uh, and when I used to make it for an extended family, my joy was with them enjoying it. That lit me up, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't eat it, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying is to really be fluid and flowing and tell yourself the truth. There, truth.
Yes.
Tell yourself the truth. Right? Because in fact, the way you can get in alignment with that for yourself is the three questions. And we talked about these last week. My three questions are is this good for me? Yes or no? Is this good for them? Yes
Yeah.
or no? And do I want to? Yes or no? So now think about what I just said about the Christmas pudding. I dislike Christmas pudding very, very strongly. So is it good for me to make it for others? Yes or no? Yes, it is, because it lights me up. Is it
Yeah.
good for them? Yes, it is, because they loved it. And do I want to? Yes, I did. At the times that I was doing it, I did, because it gave me a lot of joy. I like baking, cooking, and doing things of that nature, right? So, but that was then, and this is what I'm trying to say to you about things changing as I evolve and change. I wouldn't want to make it now. I'm not in an environment, nor do I have the family members around me that would be a thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's
I
not a
think
joyful intention for me now.
no, and it goes back to what's your intention again. What is the intention of doing this? Is this to honor my dad, or is this to
Yeah,
honor my mum, or is this just to move on and create something new?
yeah. And it's okay to do things to honor that person,
Yeah.
but it's got to be your heart saying, yes, this lights me up. Not oh, I better do it because,
Yeah, because it says so.
his memory will be pissed off.
Yeah, I think one of the things we do is we no longer we've just unintentionally done it for Christmas is we're not honoring as much what people used to do. We do a toast to absent friends. We do a toast to my daughter's father and his family.
I
We
like
do
that.
it we do a toast to those who have been in our world this year and no longer around. We do a toast to 20, next year what we're going to toast to. Like we do that and we bring it all in that way and it just allows it. I just want to keep my joyful intentions simplified.
I like that.
And I think that
Yeah.
that just sort of covers we've got that every year that seems to cover things. And it just means we're not because I mean I've seen the Christmases where people are gone, oh my God, we didn't put Granddad's placemat out and we meant to, and oh my God, now we've ruined Christmas. And but
Hmm.
people get in a real pickle over it. So this way, just I don't know. I don't know
Raise a
if it's
glass. Cheers.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
raise a glass and we mention them and anyone else and anyone else who's sitting in our heart that we can't think of now. But it just covers those we're always doing our best would be our
Yeah.
the thing. We're always doing our best with what we've got, I think.
But so I like that, and I'm putting that as a separate tip. Is this joyful intention simplified is to really find the meaning, right?
Yes.
The
Yeah.
joyful intentions need to have good meaning because it's
Yeah.
like, what's your why for this? Does it light
Yeah.
you up? Does it make you say, yes, this is wonderful? Or
And
does this feel like an obligation in fact?
yeah, and
right?
obligation would be like, oh, because mum's not here, we've got to do this, we've got to use the good plates.
Yeah.
And no, frick that. We don't want that. We
Yeah,
just
release obligation. There's no joyful intentions
that's
there.
that's actually a whole nother tip. Yeah, release obligation. That's a whole new tip on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think timing. I'm going to talk about timing here because we talk about our joyful intentions. If you're having dinner and you forget to toast your mother-in-law who doesn't happen to be there, it's okay. You can still toast her
Yeah.
when you remember,
When
when
you
you're sitting
remember.
on the toilet. I'm going to say sitting on the toilet. When you're sitting there and you're going, yeah, I went through my day, and then going through my day, and then go, oh no, I forgot to toast her. Then toast her while you're sitting on the
Right
toilet.
there.
You
Right
don't
there, right then.
Yeah, you don't have to tell her you toasted her on the toilet, whether she's there in real life or not, but you actually toast her and you celebrate her because you're still putting her in your heart or him in your
Yeah.
heart or the action, whatever, in your heart. So just because it feels like time's flown, you can still stop and be present and I guess ground yourself and ground to that heart place when you want.
Absolutely. But it's such an important one, what you just said, because it's all about energy. So
Yes,
if you're toasting someone, it doesn't have to, it's our human mind construct,
I know.
it's got to happen at this exact time, and if I don't do it, then I'm a failure, or I didn't do it. No, that's so freeing when you can just go, oh, I meant to, but I didn't. So here, cheers to you
Yeah,
now,
so
or I'll light the candle to you now. That's it.
yeah.
The
Yeah,
energy is there.
I think for us is it goes back to that simplified again. Let's just
Yeah.
simplify it. Let's make this we had something last week on a podcast that we decided we're going to effortless, easy.
Effortless ease.
Yeah,
Yes,
this simplified again. This is bringing this effortless
it
ease on.
really is. Yeah.
It is just keeping it. Look, life is discombobulated if you let it. It's like the
Only if
Christmas
you
tree
let it.
lights. Yeah, if you let it. And I think what we want to do is actually just pull ourselves back to what's important to us right here. Going back to our intentions and make sure that they're our intentions, not other people's intentions.
You're listening to Deliciously Motivated Mindset with Deborah and Moira, here to help listeners unlock their full potential so they can thrive, not just survive. They've shared some very powerful insights so far, so it's time to take a moment to breathe, reflect, and jot down any key takeaways. What's one piece of advice that stands out to apply right away? Before wrapping up, Deborah and Moira would love to hear from everyone. Reach out with thoughts, questions, or feedback, and drop your favorite tip from today's episode. They're inspired to see how listeners are putting these insights into practice. Let's dive back in and finish strong.
Again.
Yeah.
But timing, it's perfect divine timing when you're doing it. But the more present you are, the more you're going to see opportunities around you.
And that's a whole tip on its own. Stay present. Oh, it's Christmas. Stay present to your
Present.
presents.
Yeah, how do we get this all the way in here?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fun though. Stay present because you are the gift. You are your present. And what
Yeah.
does that feel like?
Even just when you said, what does that feel like? I literally went,
Yes, I know.
ah.
I put my hand on my heart.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's
I
like
just went, oh. Yeah.
that, and so holding on to that can just be as fleeting. I was having a conversation with a client last week, I think it was. And her and her husband were having a much smaller scale Christmas celebration because of her health. And they were still having to stay mindful of not getting caught up in the busyness, oh, gotta get this done and gotta get this done. No, no, no. Remember, we're just doing this smaller version, this. And so that comes from staying present.
Yeah.
So, because let's face it, media around us, and like if you go to the stores or hear the radio going, or it's always there. It's like the buy me and buy this and get this and get this and get this present wrapped up and put it under the tree. Oh, wait a minute, I don't have a tree.
Yeah. Oh, what? Actually, I haven't got a tree yet. Okay. Yep. There's a Christmas tradition. Whoops.
But do you
So,
have to have a tree?
yeah. I don't think anyone's coming. I think I'll be safe. I think I'll be safe. Yeah.
I stopped doing a tree many, many years ago. In fact, what I have, so my own tradition is that I have been collecting Christmas teddies
Oh,
since
I
the year
know.
2001.
Yeah.
And so I had a wee bit of a wobble on that last year. I almost didn't do it because it
By
was,
crikey.
I
Yeah.
know, it was because it was the first Christmas on my own, but I didn't. I did do it. Anyways, that, and then I just bought it this weekend. It's just a tiny little miniature it's actually like a little collage type of Christmas tree with pine cones and glitter and it's just
Oh, cute.
I saw it and I thought, oh, that's beautiful. I'm going to put that on the coffee table.
Oh, that's good.
And
Yeah.
so if somebody says to have a Christmas tree, well, yeah, it's there. My cat
This
likes
is
it. My cat likes it. I like it. So that's it.
yeah, and I think that goes back to make your own traditions,
Yeah.
make your own intentions, but appreciate each one. Like go back and go, actually, I really appreciated last year when we had, like last year, well, see, we're in summer. So last year
Mm-hmm.
for Christmas, I had my daughter and her boyfriend,
Yeah, I
and
remember
my
that.
partner and I, and we didn't do the traditional Christmas, the peas and the gravy and the white tablecloths, and we didn't do the big shebang. So we're in summer, which is very different to some of our people who are listening. And so we just hung out in our bathing costumes all day, played cards, got in and out of the pool, and had a platter of food when we felt like it. Like the food was there. We had a beautiful breakfast. We had our, what are those called? Not
Oh,
pom-pom.
Christmas
Yeah,
crackers.
yeah, Christmas. Yeah, if Moira could see me pulling these things
Yep, yep.
apart, we had that, and it was,
I like the Christmas crackers. I have
yeah, I
some.
love the Christmas crackers.
I'll be
Yeah.
doing that. Yeah.
Oh, she's like, I've been pulling those out.
Yeah.
But this is it. We created a whole new tradition, and it was
That's
just
beautiful.
it was such a relaxed vibe. We didn't have to race anywhere, and
Yeah.
all the house was quiet around us because everyone was away driving crazy 4 hours to do a Christmas lunch and then 4 hours back or whatever, with
Mm,
kids, and it was just a beautiful, peaceful time
that's
we had.
nice. And
And I
see,
think
that completely allowed you all to just stay present and do what felt right and
I
give you
know.
joy. That's such a beautiful thing.
I know, and at one time, my partner was outside by the pool. I was on the kitchen table. Sophie was in one lounge watching a Christmas movie, and her boyfriend was in the other lounge watching another Christmas movie. And to have the four of us still be there, but actually do our own thing, was just a whole different dynamic of what Christmas is supposed to be like. So it was a beautiful transition
That's so
to
beautiful.
something
It's
different.
given me a
Yeah,
big, warm, cozy feeling. That's so
yeah,
beautiful. Yeah.
yeah.
So and that's so important.
Create your own intention. Yeah.
Yeah. And but what's so beautiful about that is all four of you doing your own thing and yet you're still together.
I know.
And
I know.
that in itself is so beautiful. It's like, no, no, you don't all have to watch this one movie because Sophie wants to watch it and to know, oh God, we gotta watch
Yeah.
this. Right?
Yeah.
I can think back in my granny's day. Actually, that's funny. I just got this memory when I was a kid, and my granny was she had her eyes closed, and so we all started saying, "Shh, Granny's sleeping," and she said she woke up or she wasn't sleeping. She opened her eyes and she says, "I'm no sleeping. I just don't want to watch that movie again." We were watching Sound of Music,
Oh,
like
I
for
love
the
Sound of
yeah,
Music.
me
I
too.
love that
Me
movie.
too. But it was a family tradition that we watched it every single Christmas. And so my granny was like, I'm not watching it, I'm just checking out. And so she's like, I'm no sleeping. I still want to watch this movie. I watched it too many times. See,
I
there's
love
tradition
it.
that's like we're doing it because we do it.
Yeah, well, there is no way to do Christmas. There is no way
No, it's
to do
your
Christmas.
way.
It's your
Yeah,
way. And
your
I
way.
think and I think But one of the things we did do, and I would suggest this is actually, if you're talking to your joyful intentions, is what we did at Christmas is there was only four of us, but we all were assigned a job.
Mm.
And so
So it's a
my
collaborative. It was a
so my
collaborative
daughter
thing.
was
That's
on
good.
music all day.
Mhm.
My daughter was on noise, so she was on noise patrol. So she was on music all day. If there was Christmas music on, or if there was a tea, so she had the music, and Darby had the wrapping paper. He had to make sure the house was
Oh,
tidy.
okay.
So he got onto the wrapping paper, and my partner got onto the food because that's what she wanted to do. So usually would have, and I was on cleanup. So all day,
Perfect.
I just made sure there wasn't any cups around, glasses. So there was only four of us, but it just managed so that there wasn't one particular person doing all the jobs.
Right.
We all knew this is your job today. Um, and I mean, by the end of the night, it was Darby who was doing the drinks and that. It got to the point of, can you just not make things up? Can you just get me a glass of water or anything? But it
Mm.
felt like we were pampered all day, but we were also pampering each other, but we're all individual, but we weren't.
Mm.
So just, when it comes to our joyful intentions, you don't have to go alone. You
Mm.
don't have to do it alone. So delegate the things out. Doesn't matter how old people are. Give them all a task because people love to do tasks. Your job today, kids, is to make sure that all the wrapping paper goes in one thing.
Yeah.
But to do that, you must make sure that everything is out of that wrapping paper. Don't so undo all the wrapping paper because the amount of times gift vouchers have gone in the rubbish.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
True that.
so give people jobs to do because this is about you don't have to do it alone. And this is a beautiful reminder that many hands make light work.
Mm. And I like that. But what I was thinking as you were describing that, I think that's great, especially for if you've got the people to assign those tasks. Not everybody will. Like
Yeah, totally.
if
Just
you're doing
you're on
it
your own.
yourself, if you're doing it on yourself, um, but then so here's what I was thinking is to
Spread the load.
give yourself permission to really feel into what would be a joy-filled experience. So
Oh,
perhaps if you were going to be doing Christmas on your own, give it a couple of days prior to say, well, what kind of food would I like? What kind of music do I want? What kind of um, decorations would I like to have up? What kind of treats would I like to have on hand? And plan it out so as that you don't want to have it all hands on, gotta get all this done because it's not to create stress, but it's just
mm,
to really feel into what would feel joy filled and uplifting for you
yeah.
and treat yourself.
And I love that because that is about, if we're looking at to our joyful intentions, this is about what do you want?
Yes.
What do you want? If like Granny, do you not want to watch this movie? No, I'm just gonna lie with my eyes
Just
shut.
gonna lie with my eyes closed.
And I laugh even more because nobody stopped it. They all went, okay, Granny, that's you. We're all still going to do it. And I
That's right.
think that's the beautiful thing is nobody bowed to her. She just went, I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to watch it. It's like, okay, great,
Yep.
done. We can still carry on and still have a joyful time. And I'm just looking at the time going, how did our time go disappear? Ho ho, hold on to your joyful intentions of your time clock, Deborah.
But
But
we're already we're holding on to our joyful intentions ourselves.
exactly. We better get onto these because we want you to celebrate Christmas. We have to get through Christmas. But don't
Yes.
worry because we've got a New Year's special coming up as well. So that'll give
Yes,
you
we
a
do.
whole nother level of intentions for sure.
Mhm. Mhm.
For sure. So let's hold on to our joyful intentions as we go into this our deliciously motivated mindset conversations. Grab that note-taking device, people. So tip number one was make the time.
Mhm.
Make the time of getting present,
Yep.
being present. What is that? Make the time to put aside, be present. And I know we started with our heart coherent, and even just that, just hand on heart, just make the time to bring back your joyful intentions that fill your heart up.
Definitely. And then from there, I went into what brings you joy. And even if it's the small things, that's what Deb was talking about, is even if it feels little. I shared with you all the different things I have in my space that bring me joy, like an oracle card deck and a crystals over there and a little post-it note that's got an inspirational quote. Those, we want to have the little things, because the big, huge, heartfelt doozy of
Yeah.
joy is made up of lots of little things. So what brings you joy? Right here, right now.
Yeah. Yeah. The next one is you're worthy of joy.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a reminder that you're worthy no matter what you, and Dr. DeMartini says this, no matter what you've done or not done, you are worthy of love.
Mm. Yeah,
And
I
I
really
think
like that one. So
just saying
important.
that, yeah, really sinks. And even if you have to stand in front of the mirror and say it, you are worthy of love.
Mm-hmm.
You're worthy of love. You're worthy. Just say it until you can feel that shift in your body. And if you have to say it 10 times, so be it.
Yep.
But until it sinks in and you can start to feel that, I really want you to know that you are worthy of joy. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of being here in this world. So celebrate it to the best you can.
Most definitely. The
Yeah.
next one, and this is what we were talking about, being given compliments. So I suggested that it's so important that we receive and acknowledge compliments,
Yeah.
because it's good for you and good for them, right? So it's
Mm,
good for the recipient, but it's also good for the person giving the compliment.
yeah.
Yeah.
You say to people, you go, my God, that's a beautiful colored dress to a woman, and they just literally glow. They're
Mhm.
like, oh, 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 they get the giggles. Well, I reckon we don't compliment people enough. But don't compliment people, when you go into shops and you go into a shop and someone goes, oh, that's a nice colored dress, or you wear that, da da da, and you're thinking, oh, don't try and do that to build rapport. Literally do it because it feels genuine. So when you're complimenting others to receive and acknowledge, do it genuinely. Don't do it falsely,
Yeah.
because we
So
can
my
sniff
my
it out.
my example was my dentist. Remember I told you my dentist
Yes.
visits. How old are you? You've got style. I just lit me up.
Yeah. Instantly, you're ready to open your mouth to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
okay.
trust.
Mhm.
Trust is not that big a job when you lean in and you just trust. Like people say to me, how can you trust it? I'm like, I have to. If I don't trust it, no one else is going to trust it. So might as well just go with the flow. It's a lot easier to go with the flow than try and fight stuff sometimes. But
Yep.
so trust in yourself, trust in others, and trust in the bigger picture that things are working out the way they are.
And leading right on from that, something that will help elevate trust is the four agreements. And so that's
Mm-mm.
what we like to say is just for today. Just for today, be impeccable with your word.
Yeah.
Just for today, don't take anything personally. Just for today, don't make no assumptions. Just for
Yeah.
today, just do your best. And you see, that actually allows you to really get in touch with where is
Mm.
joy? What is joy today? And trust. I am in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Universe got my back,
Yeah.
right?
I love that. I love that.
Mhm.
Um, the next one is movable. And when I think about movable, I think here I go, what brought me joy back in the day
Mhm.
may be different to now.
Yeah.
What brought me joy back in the day may be different to now. So just know that everything's movable and you can pivot at any time and just know that you are again the boss of you.
Yep. You're the boss of you. And so that was when I was saying about tell yourself the truth. So
Oh,
that
yes.
really allows you to just kind of soften into is like, yeah, just because I did it last year or the year before,
Mm,
is that my truth
yeah,
here, right here, right now, right?
absolutely.
This we talked about you said about the simplified, the effortless ease,
Mm,
joyful intentions simplified. I really like that idea because it that's the joy is in the simple things, in the effortless ease in itself brings flow and meaning and joy and happiness and peace and ease,
yes.
all
And I'm
those
thinking,
beautiful things.
my beautiful joy is I've got one dog here barking and the other one at the cop. So I'm like, if I suddenly mute, it's the dogs having it's too much joy, too much fun
Too
in
much
this world,
joy.
too much joy. Um, so the next one I have is release obligation.
Yeah.
And when I talk about release obligation, there he is, he's going now,
Mhm.
is release the obligation to have it perfect, or release the obligation to have it wrong, or release any obligation to that it's supposed to be this way. And you're releasing your own obligation and for others as well.
Yeah. So no shooting here.
No shit.
Releasing,
Yeah,
releasing the shoulds.
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
The next one I have is timing. Deb was talking about timing, and I like this one a lot. That timing is if you forgot to do something and
Yeah.
and oh it's like, oh my God, I forgot to raise a glass to so and so, or I forgot to light the candle to honor such and such. Do it when you remember. That's it. It's all energy. So even if it was the next day, that you
Yeah.
go, oh gosh, I didn't light the candle, I didn't say the prayer, I didn't say the mantra, I didn't do it now. That's
Yeah.
it. It's as easy. It's right there. See, effortless ease. Right?
Yeah. And it's that, yeah, 24 hours, it's okay.
Hmm.
It doesn't, yeah, okay. After you, this is quite a
Yeah.
big one that I actually hear people get themselves in such a pickle over. Um, I've written stay present to the presents.
Yep. Because you
Yeah.
are the present. The
You
gift of you is the present.
Yeah, I'm sure my partner's going to love that. Didn't buy anything for Christmas because I am the gift. Oh, I've had you all year. Had you all year. Come on.
You could put a bow ribbon on the crown of your head or something.
Yeah, I
Wrap
think she
yourself up
would.
in a ribbon.
She would. It wouldn't even surprise her if I presented myself like that. She'd just go, "Yep, okay, this
Yep.
is what we're
Thanks.
doing today."
Thanks
Yeah,
very much.
yeah. So stay present to the presents because you're here to live this life the most magnificent way you possibly can. So when you're sitting, staying present, you can see, feel, and experience it. And you see more things that are magnificent
Yeah,
when you're present. Yeah.
completely agree. The next one I have is I was saying about giving yourself permission to really feel into what would be a joy-filled experience.
Mm.
What you, right? What would you like to do? And it's about giving yourself permission. It's like not saying, oh, that next door neighbors do it this way. Oh, they put these types of Christmas decorations up, so then I have to do it. And then this person does it that way, and they serve their Christmas dinner on a silver platter, or what I don't know. I'm making it up.
No, it's true though. It's true. But this is the stuff and I think what we didn't do was create our own intention. I want to add in here comparison. Just
Hmm.
watch create your own intention,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
also watch your comparison. Oh, they've got 20 lights, so we need to do 25 lights.
Yes,
No,
yeah,
no, don't. There's far greater things to be doing than destroy your own soul by trying to compete with other people.
yeah,
Not worth it. Yeah.
yeah. And that's like when we were talking about having a Christmas tree. Like, do you want a
Yes.
Christmas tree? If you do, have one. If you don't, don't. That's it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I'm going away and I'm sure my partner's gonna whip up a tree in a day. I'll come home to it. I think this is it's gonna go. Yeah.
There you go.
Um, the next one is spread the load. And when I think about spreading the load, this is not just on Christmas Day as well, but spread the load. Who's connecting with mum? Who's connecting with dad? Who's got this job? When it comes to the day, who's on drinks? Who's on music? Who's on rubbish duty? Just so it doesn't feel like the one person or the two people at the end of the day feel absolutely exhausted from their Christmas day because there's a lot to build on that one particular day.
Mm,
It's like Christmas Day, it's
mm,
like New Year's Eve, it's like that one huge build up to it. And so just spread this load. Don't just do it on that day, but spread the load around the house, spread the load around the work, spread the load around the family. And just know you are not alone in that. And if you need to, talking about spreading the road, if you need to, spreading the load, if you need to throw your mindset some way and just go, look, this is my idea, this is what I'm thinking about. Debs and Moira, we are here, we are here over Christmas, we're here over Christmas, we're here over New Year. Connect with us. We're our souls are open
mhm.
for you. would be the thing. Spread the load, and we are here for you, but you're not alone in this.
Definitely. Just to add on a wee caveat to what you were saying about spreading the load about the tasks to do your Christmas dinner or whatever it is.
Oh, yes.
And if you are on your own, I really encourage you to contemplate it a few days before so that you can get really clear on what is it you want.
Mm.
And chunk the time so that it's like, well, if I want to have a turkey, then maybe I'm going to, I don't know, roast it the day before or
Yeah,
have the
maybe
veggies.
maybe I need to get on and buy the turkey and not just wake up in the morning and go, "Where's the turkey?" or "Where's the glass?" or something. Yeah.
Or you could buy, like you could get pre-prepared vegetables or things of that nature. There's
Mm.
things that we can do if we just
Yes.
project manage it. And then we can still do get to have the celebration, but done your flavor, right?
Yeah, and I think that's being present too, because when I'm present, you can actually see, okay, this is what I'd like to do. Okay, so how do we do this?
Yeah,
And when you're present, the universe opens up and just goes, okay, we'll give you this, this, and this. Is
yeah,
this what you want? And
yeah,
just more opportunities come your way. Yeah.
yeah. So be grateful for what shows up. We didn't talk about gratitude, but be
Oh,
grateful.
what? How do we know? How did
I
we not
don't
get
know.
that?
Joyful intentions. I'm grateful that I get to do these things.
Yeah. Yeah. Be grateful. Yeah. Um, and the last one. Do you want to do the last one?
The last one I had is what do you want? And
Yeah.
I've got 3 underlines around it under the you. What do you want?
Yeah.
That's going back to that. Give yourself permission, right?
Yeah. What do you want? Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is joyful to you? Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're not going to end this without a yogi tea bag, because we better
As we
end it
just got to do it. Got to
on
do
one of
it.
those phenomenal things. Before I do my final wrap up, what's a yogi tea bag?
This is a beautiful one.
Oh, she
They all
teases
are.
me.
They all are.
Yeah.
In order to be remembered, leave nothing behind but love. That gave me
Oh,
that gave me goosebumps. Isn't that
oh,
beautiful? In order to be remembered, leave nothing behind but love.
oh. I can feel that.
Me too.
What a
There's a joyful
phenomenal.
intention.
That's
That's my joyful intention is to leave nothing behind but love.
Oh, I'm taking that one. Yeah, that's because I talk about what tip are you going to take from today, and guess what?
That one.
That one. I think we got the yogi tea bag one. We didn't like any of Deborah and Moira's one, but that's okay. We'll take the yogi tea bag one. Doesn't matter what one you take, listeners. We're going to do that. So, because I'm going to say, are you showing up fully to the life you desire? Like, are you really? Because we say we are, but are we actually really doing it?
Tell yourself the truth.
Yeah, tell yourself the truth. And then, so what is the most meaningful step you can take today that's going to honor that? Yogi tea bag. What is that tip today? But I want to thank you, listeners, because you've held in and held in and held in, and we know that the Christmas is just here. But this is our hold onto your joyful intentions. I want to thank you for joining us here today as we shared our love for you and our joyfulness of what life can be like. And it is just when you lean in. That's all you got to do is just lean in. So let us know what tip you like today and what you're going to do with it. And let us know, like share us with us, drop even in our comments, send us a picture of your Christmas. What is that you're doing on Christmas
Yeah,
Day?
I'd love to
What's
see
that
that.
you're doing? Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll be pretty awesome.
that would be
As we
wonderful.
as we're in summer on our side of the world and Moira's in winter on
And
her
we're
side.
in winter.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. So thank you, listeners, for coming to hold onto your joyful intentions. Next week we've got a New Year's one, which was going to be a completely different format that we're going to give you, and that's going to be a freaking exciting one. But we're
Hold on
right
to your
now,
hat.
yeah,
It's
right
going to
now
be
we're
good.
just staying present and we're just going to hold on to our joyful intentions. So thank you, listeners, for joining us today. Thank you, Moira,
Thank you, dear
for
Deb.
your wisdom. And I just hear the dogs have a little bark now, of course.
Thank you, dogs.
Thank you, dogs, for bringing their joyful intentions out there. Thank you, listeners. Thank you for today. That's our deliciously motivated mindset conversation. Signing off for our Christmas edition. Ho, ho, hold on to your joyful intentions.
Have a beautiful Christmas. Thank you, dear
Yeah.
Deb. Thank you,
Thank
listeners.
you.
Talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning into Deliciously Motivated Mindset with Deborah and Moira, where the mission is to help listeners unlock their full potential and thrive, not just survive. As the episode comes to a close, they trust you've gained some powerful insights. If you haven't already, take a moment to reflect on one key takeaway that you'll apply right away. Before we wrap things up, Deborah and Moira would love to hear from you. Reach out with thoughts, questions, or feedback and drop your favorite tip from today's episode. They're inspired to see how you're putting your insights into action. Thanks for listening, and remember to keep thriving.